advantage given, and now Saul. Now Rioli could be interesting here. He worked O'Brien brilliantly. Put it down. It's a goal. I reckon Mickey knew Morris Rioli pretty well.
As soon as he got over the back, he's gone. You're not going to outrun Rioli. It's just,
that was a good contest. Rode it well. Probably should have got a tackle or a free kick. Rioli brilliantly through like Michael Long in the grand final.
Great contest there by Savage. Just worked his player under the ball. He's done that twice. First time was still side bottom. But again, just look at that, draws the plays. Having a big night, Rioli, not typically a huge possession getter. 10 possessions, 8 of those contested.
Out wide, Whitecross has been important. On the left, hooks it back to a dangerous spot. Rioli juggling and marking.
That's a very good point, Bruce. Whitecross, 15 possessions.
Now this to give Hawthorn a pretty cosy lead, and he kicks it, so the Hawks are away here. He was pinged a moment ago for throwing. Uncertain to Rioli, has just come off the interchange. Back to Bruce, back to Rioli. You'd back him from here, Cyril, and he does. He kicks the goal. He's got 2, Rioli.
It just needed something to happen. It was pretty labour-intensive here working with Bruce. Corey Knight actually did a pretty good job in corralling both. It was a turnover at half-forward that killed the Cats on that occasion.
You know what I loved about that, though, Tom, was Sam Mitchell. When he looked up with that ball, he knew that the numbers were even in that part of the ground, and the idea was to get...
It's like a mystery novel, isn't it? Cheney, back to Saul, back to Whitecross. Whitecross, that looked neat. Well, maybe Rioli is the team. So they've had 9 different goal scorers today, Hawthorn, and this is a body blow because Tippett at one end misses and Rioli at the other gets it home, and Hawthorn are 5 goals in front.
Well, he's got it 60 metres out. Rioli one-on-one down in the goal square. Just lost his man. He sent Riley the wrong way. That was actually bringing the man off and then hesitating and letting the man go on. So when the ball comes, they're actually trying to get a situation that we just saw. Rioli puts it through.
So he's kicked a couple today.
Had his critics, but he's done the job tonight on Kennedy, and that was a great win one-on-one, and he's done that on a number of occasions.
Stagnant down on the forward line. Franklin off hands, picked up by Bruce. Here's Roughhead against Cox. Rioli near the boundary line. Something special, and he's got it. Rioli's got the impossible goal. Working along the ground. Sensational. Cyril Rioli.
You go to the players of high quality to do something extraordinary. He's had a really quiet night, Cyril Rioli. The take at full speed was an...
Cheney through the middle of the ground, launches the high ball. Rioli's the target. Look at them get back. Rioli! He beat a couple of them, and Cyril has a chance to get it to a one-kick game. He is directly in front, no more than 30 metres out. Cyril Rioli off one step. It was lackadaisical, but it's there. Cyril's got it, and the Hawks are back.
Ducking inside, this is Bruce. They're on the advance, the Hawks, into Roughhead and Hale, their best options forward, and so is that man Cyril. There's Hale again under the pump. Here's Rioli, off doing a little dance and a jig, and they'll all be jumping now for joy because they've finally kicked one.
It's amazing, Cyril Rioli. Step it. Then all of a sudden, Reshaw stands on his heels, thinks he's done enough, and Rioli's at it again. You just got to concentrate. You need to come up the ground with a headache, and you would, playing on a guy such as Cyril Rioli. That is just an amazing goal.
Now Sewell gets a bit of a look at it. Probably won't get the journey. Centering ball to get enough height. Not really. Punched away, lurking dangerously. Cyril gets the right boot to it. So Rioli gets the response.
Hawthorn have flirted with trying to make Cyril Rioli a midfielder, get him up around. Looks a lot sharper already.
Hodge in the Rioli direction. Also there is Savage. The acrobatics of Cyril, and that's 50 against Jones, and that'll bring him within about 30 metres.
35 metres.
Another 10 metres or so would have been probably due to him. Just off a couple of steps, Cyril comes in, and it's that easy for him. 3 goals for the Hawks. Smith back into the Hawthorn lineup. They'd love that. Got a big left foot. Rioli needs to trap it beautifully. Turns his man inside out. Kick it, Cyril on the right boot. And Rioli gets his 3rd goal. Off the ground, Hayes, head over the ball, couldn't quite win it. Cyril, little handball to Shields. What about the pickup? You liked it, Das. Went back and got it again. Have a look at this. Steps on the juice. From 45 closing. Cyril, you are a marvel. Look at Buddy. Giving him a big kiss.
Oh, we need to see this again. Look at him slice his way through traffic. The first pickup was unbelievable. The kiss on the arm. It's an emotional night for the Rioli family.
Many of them saying expect the unexpected with Sard. And they were right. Look at Cyril. Using his head as a human drill.
Let's go, 50.
And in one motion. You can't do that. Normal players don't even attempt it.
Rioli gets 5.
Listen to me.
In the hunt here, and Birchall, but the Saints need to get on the scoreboard and do it quickly. Mitchell with a lovely handball to Savage. Birchall to Rioli. He turns around and he flushes this one. Cyril's got 6. Cyril, unbelievable goals. 6 of them.
Head down and going. I don't want to go near him because Sam Gilbert, he has been smashed.
This is where, when you see the runner coming, you just ignore him for as long as possible, does.
Sam Gilbert's been smashed, but not his fault at all. Cyril Rioli is a freak, and he's been a little bit quiet over the last couple of weeks, but he has just shown everyone, I am a great player, and I'm going to make sure the Hawks boys...
17 from the set shots so far this season.
Garland living dangerously there, holding the ball. So the old 7-point play.
Oh, yes.
Didn't have no handball.
Do to make it as close as the umpire allowed him on the mark.
And he puts it through.
Mitchell jumps in and gets that somehow to the top of the square. Off hands. Rioli outside of the boot. Spectacular.
That's the classic small forwards goal. That's reading the pack.
Nice little grab from Mitchell. Gets his own extraction. And there he is. There was a bit of ball watching there from, I think it was Gary Gibbertson on the other side of the pack. Rough head. Dawson got a handle at Rioli. Half held, maybe fully held. Looked a little high. He deserved 3 free kicks there. 1 will do.
He was waiting to explode onto the loose ball. There was no doubt he was being...
Fair while to do it. Rioli with the Indigenous boots on for Indigenous round. And this is like a carnival for Hawthorn and a house of horrors for Fremantle. Yeah, they're just getting beaten at the contest.
To Suckling. Inboard, some space here for Roughhead. Over the top, he's got Stratton or a long ball. Bruce, Lewis, a few Tigers around the place. Out the back, Rioli, onto the right boot. Oh, the little wizard. He doesn't need much, but when he's got a bit, normally he finishes, and he's done it.
And Lewis, now they're on here, they've got numbers. Shields, does he spot Buddy on his own, and he's got it. Now he can go on quickly to Rioli. Rioli's man, Morris, came off the contest, and Cyril kicks a goal that the Hawks badly needed. Margin is back to 17 points.
Because he was pushed on his right side, had to make a handball, which then in effect worked out positively.
Brilliant stuff from Burgoyne. Teed it off for Rioli, and he did the rest. Cyril says Hawthorn are in front.
That's a worry for North Melbourne, is that the Hawthorn tackle, watch him follow up with the smother, bang, over the pats it down, short, sharp handball. 3 actions by Burgoyne, is what creates that goal. Cyril did wonderfully well, finds his way through the traffic. Bang, he knows what he's doing every bit of the way there. And underneath the armpit handball, really clever play by Burgoyne.
Burgoyne was...
Frito's really holding on to Bruce.
Rioli, he thought about it for a long time as he assessed whether he could kick the goal. And then he said, of course I can.
Fantastic goal by Rioli. Sent it into Roughhead and then was able to get on the end of Roughhead, kicking it out wide again. Spoil from the Kangaroos, but Rioli was too strong. And Hutto, you've mentioned Franklin 8 times so far this quarter when he hasn't had the ball in his hands. We'll keep a tally.
Yeah, I think it's all right, Anthony.
I'm surprised that he's the sub.
Yeah, hadn't found a lot of it though, Pickers, just half a dozen possessions.
There we go.
Rioli, snap towards goal, it's high, but it's perfect. He is all class.
Oh, that's it. He's just brilliant. I don't think there's a better player in the competition in close than Cyril Rioli in the game, really. He's just... And the pressure the Hawthorn have put on him this quarter has been terrific. And it's great rewards for Rioli to actually get a goal from someone else's pressure.
Back in motion again. Giles to McDonald. They're finding it hard to keep their hands on the footy now. Here's Rioli. Just to crank it up a notch or two.
Great goal. Only kicked the one goal the last 3 matches, Cyril Rioli, but he's averaged 10 tackles. And it's just great to see, as you said, Jace, playing in the midfield, getting the clearance, then getting the 1-2. He's had the 12 disposals now. Normally not a big possession getter. Looks like he's on way for nearly a PB today. Great goal. Great finish.
Smith to Lewis, who went down. He gave again. White cross, crafts the kick across the body, and it hung in the air until Cyril arrived. It came with instructions.
It's great. Great play. 2 is subbed on.
18 disposals and a goal. Comes in coolly and calmly. Pops through another.
Very open game of football.
And they're on the advance again. Stratton. Back to Mitchell. And here's Cyril.
Well, that's a better kick. That's just... No, I'm stating the obvious.
Might be a problem for him though, Jason.
I reckon he doesn't kick it much further than 50.
51 perhaps.
Oh, maybe 60.
That's off the boot. A treat.
I think he could hear you then, Jason.
Well, it's all about timing. He just timed that kick beautifully. He didn't try
Been a good target down there. Couldn't quite that time. Schoenmaker's clever. Roughhead. Rioli picks himself up and dribbles. And even when Cyril dribbles, it's a beautiful thing.
It was mouth-watering.
He actually nearly fell over here, Tim.
He actually, it was, if you go back and have a look at that again, it was he that actually knocked the ball out of Tom Liberatore's hand in the first place. So as soon as he did that, and then that was a really smart handball underground there by Roughhead, bounced up beautifully to Cyril. And he's just got these beautiful soft hands, the ball melts in. You're right. Anytime he touches the ball, it's worth it.
Schoenmakers drifting in front of the leading player. Well done by Peckin, but Rioli. Oh, here's trouble. They catch you on the rebound. Rioli! He's got 2.
Beautiful stuff. So there's a good middle.
Gunston Smith loops it inside. Savage fresh on the ground this term. Long ball Rioli. He's got the speed on Young. How's the bounce? Rioli. Oh, he finishes. He is something else. He makes playing football look easy. Another one to the Hawks. Well, a big crowd and a big win. They just continue to work it outside of trouble, the Hawks, and with numbers, they go to the wing. Here's Rioli, a one-on-one. Bagley's got to be good here. He holds on to Rioli. Well, it was illegal. The umpire saw it. It was about all he could do. Rioli was off to the races.
Well, Bagley against Rioli, one-on-one in space. That's hard work for the defender. Wasn't his opponent. Maybe that's what it did. Steps his opponent.
So what are you saying, Lee? He might see Dempsey as a threat for his position come finals time.
Oh, no, but just dropping the ball. I mean, really, just what else is going to happen with a 50-metre penalty? It's just
that's right. By 100 points. Mitchell releases Burgoyne. What we are finding in the run home is that there are fewer legitimate contenders, and the mark is taken by Rioli. I know you're a curious man, Tom. Bono took his name from a hearing aid shop in Dublin.
Bono Vox, I think it was.
All right, Tom. Throw goes for a goal to Rioli. Obvious.
Mitchell to Young. Roughhead, the handball for Mitchell. Needs to sit for him. It does. Kicks around Christensen. Long one. Hodge. Rioli up in front. Oh, Cyril. Terrific grab.
Well, I think that's where their marking has to come from. Their bigger forwards are just being completely overwhelmed by the Geelong tool. So whether it be Hodge pushing into Taylor so he can't get at the mark, or Rioli jumping third up.
In a row for the Hawks. Cyril delivers. It's back to 23 points, less than a minute to play in the second term. And the Hawks well and truly back in business.
Yeah, good job by Hawthorn to actually find their way.
Big leap there from Smith, thumps it out wide, taken by Shields under pressure. 60 metres from goal, heads for home. Some tall timber down there for the Cats. Spills free though, Mackie, tackled by Smith. Gunston's got the foot, he goes to Rioli, and Rioli snaps a brilliant goal. Well done by Jack though. Jack Gunston thought his way through that. Rioli gets his second. And Gunston is up
and try and punch the ball into space. Hawthorn, as if that's going to work better for them, the ball coming in tight. And that was really got the key. I think it was Shields who actually drove the ball in long from that third up stoppage. Then it becomes just, can we win the ball close to goal?
Gunston seen the effort sustained over 4 quarters this year.
And here comes Sewell for Hawthorn, trying to set the tone early. Rioli's back out there, 55 metres out. What about this from a statement from Cyril? Take that, Port. I'm back and I'm brilliant.
Yeah, into the second term, and Cyril's got his first goal on the board. Nice bit of work here in the middle of the ground from Sewell. And Cyril, if he's got space forward of the centre,
eventually buys some time and space for a teammate, Young. Young goes inside the forward 50. Buddy was up, missed it. Brewster's running into an open goal. Guess who? Cyril. Broad smile.
Well, it was a popular finish. Roughhead was good in the middle there, and Tuvey able to cut it off. So Bruce made a bit of a meal of that, and Blair has to wait. And Birchall picks him off. Birchall's got some help with Gunston. He shrugs off Blair and then squeezes it brilliantly. And Cyril's going to get that goal at long last. And the Hawks are back in front.
Well, real contrast, isn't there, on the forward lines? Long ball in for Cloak. And it's all back leading by Hawthorn at the moment, storming back inside that 50, pushing up the ground, obviously under some pressure in defence. They had to do that, but when they go forward, they're trying to get in behind the defence, leading back. Clever by Hodge, tried to lay it down for Savage. Savage missed it. Hodge battles on. Reid tries to dig it out. Brilliant by Roughhead into the path of Rioli. That's match-winning combination stuff. Rioli's got his second. How good was that?
Yeah, great call, Dennis. Roughhead was so good down low then. We saw it last week when he had such an impact on the game. Able to belt the ball out.
Well, that's now 7 goals from their last 12 entries. That's great second effort there by Roughhead. They've also evened up the tackle count. So
it's Australian. He's beaten everyone, Ben Rutten. I think we just thought that maybe his best was past him, but, well,
he's going to get tested now against the best small man. Cyril just taps it to himself, leaves him in a wake. Boy, he might be good as a big man, but when he's going to take on a little man, Richo, it's all over.
Fair call.
They have kicked 6 of the last 8 goals, Adelaide. Burgoyne with a clearance. Rioli boxing. Oh, he just went up vertically. Cyril. Sean Burgoyne.
He was one of the best clearance players.
To recapture the lead for Hawthorn. 15 out. Rioli kicks it. Hawthorn by 5.
Wow, how about that? And what a great response. 2 guns. They've got talent everywhere, on every line. Stars of the game, Hawthorn. And they're going to need them now to stay composed, to do the right thing at the right time. I love the fact Rioli is the one who's isolated. He just saw what he can do.